On this episode, we talk about breaking into the high-end fashion market, how to build Facebook ads, again, and how to properly structure your URL domain for SEO purposes. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 78 of the AskEngine show, and it is for now going to be the last daily show that we do for a little bit. We're going to be restructuring and reformatting how we speak to you, how we provide valuable content, and doing a lot more deeper of dives into particular topics, getting more tactical, and really giving you what we think that you want, which is not just us pontificating, but actually giving a little bit behind the madness of this is how you actually execute this. So be expecting that in the coming weeks, a little bit of a format shift, change, but if you're not changing, then you're not working. That's
fair enough. Yeah.
Right. All right, so we got 3 questions for you today. We'll get into them.
First question, how can I become a successful entrepreneur in the high-end fashion industry? Well, I mean, first you have to break into the fashion industry itself. Mm-hmm. You can't go from doing nothing to be an entrepreneur that's in the high fashion industry.
Yeah.
Creating a high-end fashion brand is not as simple as creating any other kind of fashion brand.
Yeah.
Like you're competing against Prada, Gucci, like you're competing against so many huge names that you can't just say I am now high-end fashion.
And designers within those names. So I mean, like when you think about the honor it is to be the lead designer of Gucci. People work their entire lives to become a lead designer at one of these companies. So for you to come in and say, I'm going to create this company, what have you done? Have you spent the last 25 years in high fashion? Do you understand the intricacies of the market, of fast fashion, of runways, I mean, it's such a deep space, and it's such a, you have to be the top 1% of the top 1% to be a lead designer at these companies, let alone build the infrastructure that the company is itself.
And I think the other thing, I think the wrong question is being asked here. I think you may want to look into how do I break into the fashion industry itself. Mm-hmm. Because you can't necessarily just one day flip a switch and decide to be an entrepreneur and be a high-end fashion entrepreneur.
Yeah, I mean, people just want it too fast. Good things take time, and like a buddy of mine, Justin, he owns Wolf & Shepherd. He worked at Adidas and Nike within their product development teams, learning how to build shoes. This dude, both of his parents are Olympians. His family is well off. He could have gone and started a shoe company, right out of college. He was a decathlete at Notre Dame. He knew shoes. He spent 5 years learning from the best, and then started Wolf & Shepherd, which is the outside of a shoe is a dress shoe. The inside of the shoe is an athletic shoe. He had a guy run a marathon and beat the 4.5 hour mark in a marathon in his dress shoes. He put in the work. And so the biggest thing I think that's a great answer is that you need to reframe the question of how can I become a student of this industry, and how can I put my head down and work for the next 10 years and be the best at my craft before I ever pull my head up and think about having the audacity to say I want to be in a high fashion brand. Now, if you're selling other people's products, create a dropshipping store. Go that route, but you still have to establish the relationships with these people to even become an authentic reseller of their product.
Yeah. Second question from r/ecommerce. As of 11:36 a.m. on May 9th, Facebook ads, what's working? Because
I love the timestamp.
Yeah, if you ask this at 12:37 on the same day, it's probably going to be slightly different.
Yeah, so I really like this question. He said that his cost per acquisition is $60, and
Pounds.
60 pounds, sorry. And over a few days, I might only get one sale, and the cost is $60 for the final product. So what I'm going to make an assumption here is that you're not building an experience, what a lot of people call a funnel. It sounds like you're just hitting people when they hit your website, and then that's it. So what you've got to do is step this out. Think about it as you've got to invite people to your website, then they self-select what they like, and then you feed them what they like. So you feed that through email, you feed that through retargeting on Instagram and Facebook. So you're going to set up a funnel, and this is a great kind of, we've got a download for you. We'll put it in the links below to make this download, but you've got to set up an entire experience. Right now, you're shaking their hand and you're asking them to buy your product. It's going to take a little bit of romancing to get to that. So invite them to your page using a traffic objective, using conversion objective, using view content, add to cart, whatever you can get enough event triggers a week for Facebook to optimize that. Facebook recommends 50 a week per ad set. You don't actually have to hit that sometimes. And then you need to retarget them with a purchase conversion event. And if that doesn't work, then figure out your copy and creative. This is a very loaded question, but you need to create a funnel for people to come through. That way when they hit their website, they bounce, which is going to be 90% of your traffic. You can bring them back to the website on subsequent visits.
Sweet. Third question, what is the best domain structuring for multiple similar topics, SEO-wise? So by this, the person's asking, say he wants to make a content website about types of boats, sailboats, paddle boats, cruise boats, yachts, etc., monetize it over time, that kind of thing. There's 3 approaches to this. Single domain and then a leading slash at the end, that's slash sailboat, slash yachts, etc. The next one is one domain with a leading category, so like blog.sailboats.com.
I picked this question because I wanted to hear you say canonical.
Yes. Third one is several domains, one for every single category. So the best approach here for 99.9% of everybody that has this problem is to do a single domain and then that trailing slash for topic. That way you are putting all of your SEO juice into one domain, and then you are limiting the number of pages that you're creating, and the URLs are just structured way better that way. Nobody remembers sailboats.boats.com. People think in terms of slash whatever. So if you have boats.com/sailboats, that structure is just, Google likes that better. People like it better. It's easier also, so it's easier to canonicalize the URLs as well. So basically what that means is if you had sailboats.boats.com and for some reason you could access that content on yachts.boats.com, that Google's going to see that as duplicate content. You need to make one of those your canonical URL for that item, so Google says this is the one I respect. When you have one domain and that trailing slash, you don't really have to worry about canonicalizing your URLs as much.
Perfect. Question of the day. I really don't have one. Are you excited about the reframe and reformat of this? I hope you are, even if you're watching this in 2025. Comment below, let us know that this was a good choice or a bad choice. Obviously, time will tell. But we are so thankful for the people who are watching and keeping along. We really appreciate it. Talk to us a little bit more, and we're excited to bring back version 2 of what this YouTube channel will be. Thank y'all for watching, and we will talk to you soon.